Hey, this is LuckySevens here, and as most of you guys know, the ban list got leaked and confirmed. It's on the Street OCG website. So, according to the ban list, this is what we think the top tier decks would be for the next format, which would be GBs, Blackwings, Gravekeepers, and Monarchs. The reason why the obvious two ones would be the Gravekeepers and Blackwings, seeing that the format is a lot slower with all the limit and restriction, then these control decks would be really good this format, especially since like Blackwings, the only thing that got hit pretty much was the Allure of Darkness and Black Rowan, which is like two cards. Two cards out of everything else is the same, which would make this deck super good still yet. I mean, the engine is still there. Um, you can still get all those possible synchros, and it has it can still stop other good decks like GBs because of Royal Oppression. So Blackwings looks like it's going to be the favorite, especially since Shining Darkness is going to come out next format too. With the new draw card, Blackwings are going to be really broken in this format. So this is the deck to look out for. GBs would also be good because since Lightsworns and Twilight got hit and Zombies, they can actually keep up, kind of. The only deck that they gotta watch out for is Blackwings, and only because they main Royal Oppression and Icarus Attack to blast away their backfield, which is GB's biggest fear is Icarus Attack. But maybe if Starlight Road comes out, then GBs could make a really big comeback, which is why I think this deck has a really big potential to make a good comeback this format. These two decks right here are gonna be, like, I guess you can say the decks that need to prove themselves. The Monarchs looks really good because since Dandelions are coming back, and Treeborn Frogs at 2, the I guess you can say the consistency of this deck is gonna be a lot better. You know, each turn you can get a Caius or Ryza, and since the format is really slow, you could actually keep up and be more consistent than Blackwings, especially since Royal Oppression is not gonna like affect them as much. This deck could be really good with the Cyber Dragons at 2, which adds in speed. So I think Monarchs would be really good this format. It might be good depending on the builds that people use. So this deck right here, the Gravekeepers, they have a really good potential to be really good, especially with the Royal Tribute, how they could just empty out their opponent's monsters and then use Gravekeeper Steel to get a +1 by adding 2 Gravekeepers back to their hand. That and the ability to be able to synchro if they run like Rescue Cat and X Sabers. This deck could be really aggro and control at the same time. They also have really big monsters too, especially if they have Necro Valley out at the same time. I think the Spirit Soldier could be at like 2000 attack, which is like the same as Sorako. So this with the added support of that new card, where if it was to tribute a Gravekeeper card on the field, then he could destroy a card. That would be really good too. So this deck has a lot of synergy and combos, just like how Zombies had. But with the store format, I really think that this deck could actually keep up. Not really keep up, but this deck could be as consistent as these decks right here. So yeah, next format, be on the lookout for Blackwings, Gravekeepers, GBs, and Monarchs. But some decks that I'm not too sure yet would be like the X Saber decks, depending on the builds and the cards that they use. It might be good, it might not. I mean, Ember's Blade is the card that could potentially make it tier 1, but like I said, the Royal Oppression would wreck that deck because they rely on Synchro, and that Gothams combo can be crushed with Blackwings. But yeah, it looks like another circle. I know that Lightsworns might be still good, especially with Battle Fader. I mean, they don't really need the Necros, they can run Threatenings and all that stuff. So Lightsworns and Twilight might be good. So just comment, rate, and subscribe, and let us know what you think would be the next top tier decks. Oh, and by the way, thanks you guys. We've been getting a lot of message and new subscriptions. It's only been about a week since we joined YouTube, and we have already like almost over 100 subscribers. So thanks guys. All I can say is thanks, and I'll just keep it coming. Let everyone know that we're here to stay and we're not scammers. And just if you're interested in anything, just PM us and we'll get back to you ASAP. Thanks.